There's actually a few abilities that actually dispel positive statuses from opponents that are pretty good. There's Unspell for the ninja. There's Exercise for the white monk.
I don't often use exercise. Mostly what I use that on is undead. I think that's the one for undead, isn't it? Where
And yeah, maybe Exercise is the one for undead, but I believe there's also a Dispel one that just removes positive stats elements, and it can be pretty helpful if you're going up against an enemy that has auto life at the start of the battle.
oof, I hate auto life. But that's one reason
Except,
why I pump up my mages so they can actually do decent damage.
yeah, you tend to hate things when they're being used against you, and not so much when you're using them yourself.
Yeah. Can anybody else in range combo? Nope. Nope.
Because you don't have any sort of missile weapon.
It makes me sad every time. It's like, I want a combo when the laws allow it.
Yeah, but the combo animations look cool.
I'm not gonna lie, they do look cool. It's just if you don't have a link cable and an extra DS, you are not, or DS, I mean GBA, you are not gonna...
Yes, yeah, because the DS has wireless.
They really one-upped on that.
Yeah, they did do a wireless adapter for the Game Boy Advance that was packaged with Fire Red and Leaf Green.
I remember that, but it was this big clunky thing that sat on the outside of it. It wasn't actually integrated into the hardware.
Yeah, but what could they do, you know? Wireless was only starting to become a thing.
It's hard to believe it's so popular now. I mean, I'm connected wirelessly to a printer upstairs, and I've never known that functionality. I've spent a lot of time around computers, especially as a kid, and everything's connected into a corded network.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not how that works at all. It's actually pretty cool that technology is evolving at such a clip.
Yeah, you know, the Dreamcast was actually the first system to ever have internet capabilities.
I didn't know that. I knew the internet was available in the 90s, but it wasn't widely available.
Well, yeah, but they actually had the Dreamcast capable of actually playing games on the internet. That's the original system that Phantasy Star Online was for.
That's right. I remember Phantasy Star. I've played several different versions of it, and I really like the game. I just haven't beaten it. It's like Star Ocean. I've played until the end of time. I played the SNES version, but I've never beat him.
Yeah.
He just killed his own guy. Did you see that?
Yeah, you had him charmed, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not used to charm working. Especially on a thief, if you think about it. They're supposed to be able to dodge that kind of thing. Oh, look, and you're going to take him out for me? No, you're going to heal him. Darn it. But he's going to hit you.
Well, still, he'll still be charmed, I believe.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I believe it works. I believe it'll work until he actually hits him with an attack. Yep, still charmed. What an idiot. But then again, if he hit him to try and snap him out of it, the fire would have probably killed the thief.
He's got to be real careful about that. I like that. That works for me. I'm glad that we finally got this screen share working right.
Yep.
It's kind of sad when it stops on you.
Mm-hmm.
You do pretty good, though, commentating. I have a hard time noticing, but that's because you don't say anything. So there's that to be considered.
Either I don't say anything or I just try and guess what's going on.
There's not much that can be going on. There's only so many players on the field that can do so many things.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But at the same time, you know, unless you take a closer look at the enemy unit stats, you don't know what they're capable of.
That's true. I don't see too many cross classes, though. And in fact, those seem to be reserved for bosses and things like that. That's what I noticed anyway.
Yeah, because if they just had grunt enemies having those double abilities that were really super annoying, then it might get a bit out of hand.
It would be cool though. It'd make for some great battles.
And some annoying ones with
Well,
certain abilities like Dragonheart.
yeah, that's true. That was one reason I didn't like to use it in the past, but the way I'm playing the game right now, I don't think it matters as much. Because I'm not playing it to that point where March is already level 50 and, you know, all the characters are maxed out, or those kinds of things. The way I'm playing the game now, it doesn't seem as much like hacks. It's more like insurance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see here. I don't...
In fact,
Go ahead.
in fact, maybe just using trade goods to acquire the items I want earlier on might be considered cheating, but it'll probably save me a whole bunch of time getting the items I want earlier than I normally would be able to.
And it makes sense because the items are how the game is played. If you don't have X item, you'll never be able to advance X class in the way that you want to. What is he doing? You're gonna get struck back on and die. Okay. That was,
Either way,
it would have been in our favor, but it's just the charm code is a little unusual.
I prefer the charm code over the coding for Berserk status, though.
Okay, I can agree with you there. That's...
Holy damage!
But it missed. And he turned away. He's like, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, that's a story I actually have about this game. When this game originally came out, I saw Nintendo Power actually did a bit of a walkthrough for it, and one of the screenshots I saw for it said, "Holy damage!" And I thought that was like, oh, it must be like holy cow or holy crap or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize holy was the actual element of the damage.
That's pretty funny. But it was amazing that it missed and he turned around and was all embarrassed. That's...
Well, he's probably more worried about his own thief that's charmed coming to get him.
Oh, dinner appears to be done, but I will wait until this mission is over to go and do that. Ooh, return magic. Oh no.
Oh, gee.
That was terrible. It was the worst. It's more like free experience.
I didn't even know the bishop learned return magic, but then again, it's kind of obvious that some abilities just... that they have to have an reaction ability of some kind.
Yeah. Speaking of reaction abilities... No, not really. I was thinking more of attack abilities. She's still not quite strong enough. This is something that I always have a problem with snipers. Other than Little Veely, they are terrible. At least in my opinion, they don't ever seem to do the damage you want out of them.
Well, they're more of a ranged class. I mean, plus, you know, they're more about attacks that have additional effects. Like, for example, you can use Conceal to make her invisible and sneak around and make enemies unable to notice you.
Yes, that was a high-risk attack, before you ask. But I knew that I wasn't going to KO my party members, so it was worth it. Gotta play on the wild side. Like I'm doing in my Final Fantasy VIII Let's Play.
But now you can heal them and get a bunch of experience.
Yep. There's the balance to the crazy thing I just did.
Yep, there's a method to your madness.
Yep. It's all about some crazy balance. That I decided.
Yeah, you could say the same thing about fighting games, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, strike back. Really? You want to strike back? Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use Farfist right here on your buddy and not on you. And it's gonna hit you and not him. This is what I think of your strike back capability. Oh, it got them both. Well, that's even better. Finished up the mission with style.
Yes. That kind of remind me of what I've seen of Lad Russo from Bacano.
Oh, it did? How so?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, one of the English dub scenes, he's like, guns, guns, I love guns, and he's like skimming toward a gunfight, and he's like, here's automatic fire, and he's like, machine guns? That's even better.
That's pretty hilarious. Oh.
Yeah, but I'm not kidding when one of his lines in the Japanese dub is in English, thank you, F-bomb you.
That's a very crazy character.
Yeah, but he's kind of insane anyways, so.
Are you saying I'm insane?
No. The character is the character is insane.
You see what I did there? That was pretty good.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Oh, well, that is another mission down. Thank you for joining me. I gotta go eat some dinner, and then I will be back at this with, of course, my new buddy,
Silver Moon.
Don't say
I'm
it
not
with
saying
that.
the 551 in my name because the 551 makes me sound like a dork.
You heard it straight from his mouth. Nobody else said anything.
I've already said it in part 2 of my in one of my earlier parts of my Skylanders Let's Play anyway, so.
Oh, fair enough. Well, anyway, we will see you guys later.
Bye!